Hello, everyone. I am Joyce Rockwood, and this beautiful blonde woman with me is.
I am Amanda Broomell. Hello, everyone.
We are fresh back from the doTERRA National Convention, which happened last month, and we are so excited to share these absolutely incredible, groundbreaking, scientifically deep researched new products with you. And, it's so exciting, Amanda, for me personally, and I know you as a holistic health counselor, a certified holistic health counselor, to have such amazing, vital tools that allow us to support our clients, our customers with gut health, and also the mood and mindset piece with mental health, which is such a big epidemic these days. So we're going to launch right into this amazing PowerPoint. We're going to share all of the new products with you, and that is going to be pretty much the focus. We're focusing heavily on digestive health and mental health, and here we go. Okay. Where's that screen of the slides? Hang on one second. All right. Oh, I needed to hit the go live on the Facebook thing. Hang on one second. That's why there's delay. It's like I needed to hit it twice. Hang on one sec.
It says it's streaming live now.
Okay. Redirecting to Facebook. Maybe that's why there was that little delay. I'm just checking this Facebook feed since
it's on. I see.
Okay, awesome. All right, so new products. We've got a great PowerPoint. I'm going to launch into that right now so that you can follow along with us and see all of the new products. Okay, hopefully that is visible. And here we go. All right, we've got a dozen amazing new products. And so this is the lineup, and we're gonna take you through them one by one. If you have any questions, feel free to just chime in. There's a chat if you don't feel like speaking, or we'll save time at the end if you have extra questions, but feel free to just interject as we go along if something comes up for you. And if you're watching this on the recording, you can always message us either independently. If you're already working with us, you have the Inner Essential Tribe where you can post questions. All right, new products 2019. Here we go. Amanda, you're up. Oh, you're muted. Okay.
Hello, everyone. So black spruce, this just based on the aromatic quality of it, smells incredible and is perfectly timed for the fall because it smells like a pine forest, a spruce forest. So there is a lot of sustainability behind how they've farmed this particular essential oil. The industry cuts the trees in a very sustainable way, and so doTERRA has taken the pile of branches that the industry doesn't want and that nature doesn't like, that won't easily, biodegrade back into the system. And they take that and they make a product out of it. So there really is zero waste. So yeah, the distillery is located right next to the power plant, which creates the steam and uses that to distill the oils. And then the oil is processed by the plant. So there's a net zero environmental impact, which is amazing. So it's in the boreal forest. That's where it's farmed. And let's see if there's any other specific details I want to make sure I mention about the background on farming. There's so much detail that we learned, but I don't want this webinar to go on for 2 hours. So the oils that have black spruce currently are balance and forgive. So it's only been a component in some of the blends. It hasn't been produced on its own yet until now. The emotional benefits are that they help you with endurance. They help you feel grounded and have motivation to move forward in whatever you're working on. It helps to remove emotional blocks towards money, worthiness. If there's any emotions that you're hanging on to, it helps to release those. If we don't have courage to move forward, like I mentioned, in having momentum, then this helps to fortify our courage. So you can inhale it. That's the fastest way to affect your mood because our olfactory system is connected to our limbic system, which is the part of the brain that manages mood and emotions. And it is so grounding, because if you think about the way, certain things grow, they work on our system in a similar way. So if citrus fruits grow in bright, warm, sunny climates, they make us feel bright, warm, and sunny. And something like a black spruce, it grows very deeply into the ground. The roots are very deep into the ground, so it makes us feel grounded. And it also brightens the skin, so you can add it to your existing skincare system. It also promotes healthy pregnancy, so it helps to fortify the immune cells between the placenta and the uterus. And it helps to just balance your body so that you have a healthy pregnancy. I wouldn't take it internally, but it's something that you could use topically in some fractionated coconut oil to apply to the stomach area or on the bottoms of the feet, if that makes you feel more comfortable, if you don't want it directly in your stomach. It stabilizes energy, it releases fears. So it is the second highest in alpha pinene, which frankincense and cypress also have high alpha pinene. It can cross the blood-brain barrier, and it protects the brain from pathogens that may harm the limbic system. It can protect cells. It's good for memory, recall, cognitive function, joints and muscle function. So there's so many benefits of this oil, and it's only $18 wholesale. So this is now available. Everything is available. Almost everything, all the new products are available as of the 1st. So you can order this through your doTERRA account.
I love this oil. It's so beautiful to diffuse, especially this time of year when the season's now changing, and it just feels like a walk in the forest. I love it, love it, love it. Can't get enough of it. I'm so glad they released this one. All right, our next oil is celery seed. It smells like bouillon. It's really, really good. It actually reminds me of bouillon cubes when I was a kid. So this is now part of the digestive protocols that we're introducing to enhance all of the gut issues that there's a huge epidemic, as we know. I think about 75% of the population is suffering from some kind of digestive issue. So celery seed is now something that you can add to your protocol. It is a healthy antioxidant. It's really wonderful also for cardiovascular health, believe it or not. This is where I love the beauty of essential oils, and you get to see the broad spectrum of benefits that they have for our body. This is a great oil as well for balancing out metabolism. I get a lot of clients asking me for support with food cravings, right? So this could be one you add to your protocol for balancing out those unwanted food cravings. It's also very supportive for oral tissue and your teeth. And it's very calming to the nervous system. It also supports a very healthy immune response. So anyone who's done a lot of rounds of antibiotics, as we know, just 5 days of doing protocols of antibiotics can lead to up to 2 years of undermining the microbiome, and it then undermines the immune system. So sometimes we want to look for natural solutions to strengthen the body in that capacity. This could also support you there. And if you're dealing with any respiratory issues, any lung issues, if you live in a big city, you probably want to start working on detoxifying the lungs. So you can also use celery seed that way. And yes, this got supplement facts on the side, so you can take it internally in a veggie cap if you're not crazy about the flavor. Mentioning also, as I mentioned, the digestive issues and concerns. So this supports hopefully bringing down this statistic. And you can also use celery seed for enhancing your mucosal defense against the breakdown of the tissue in the esophagus and the digestive system. We're going to give you a protocol for that too. Here we go. So if you want, we're recording this presentation, so you'll be able to see it again. But if you want to take any shots of the slides, you can take a shot of this one. This is a great one. I don't know, I'd love to know what that recipe is on that smoothie. 2 to 3 drops of the celery seed right to your morning drink or whatever you're having in the evening can be really wonderful because of the linalool and the limonene, adding extra support for healthy levels of stomach acid. And celery seed enhances the mucosal defense factors to protect against the breakdown of that tissue, right? So if you are someone who grew up eating very highly processed and acidic foods, you can start now bringing more plant-based options in, and you can also use your plant-based medicine, your celery seed, to advance the healing response in the body, protecting against that damage. And you can also do this esophageal protocol: celery seed with citrus or lavender or coriander or fennel. Fennel is very calming to the digestive system and to the tummy. That combination is very soothing and comforting also to the esophagus. 2 to 3 drops in your favorite morning drink, as we said, is a great way to start. For immune support, we also talked about its benefits here. So celery seed enhancing the body's natural defenses for improving the stomach lining and surrounding tissue. Stomach protocol they gave us at convention is as follows, so we're sharing it with you. Just 2 to 3 drops of the celery seed in a capsule in the morning as well as in the evening. You can combine it with a spice or a citrus to enhance the benefits, right? So a spice might be cinnamon, right? Or any of the citruses, wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, even lime. And you could take that as often as needed. So as we know, essential oils do not cluster or accumulate in the body. They move through the body just like a veggie juice. So you don't have to worry about your body becoming resistant. And then the stomach protocol, as we said, 2 to 3 drops in the capsule. Okay. And then also for any of the ladies out there, or any of the men, I know we get a lot of requests for support with urinary tract health. So celery seed is another great option for that. We were suggested that, it was suggested that we combine it with juniper berry. Again, if you're not crazy about the flavor, just use your veggie caps, and 1 to 3 drops, equal amounts as needed. And here's the example of combining it with a spice, with the cinnamon bark. And again, 1 to 3 drops in a veggie cap as needed. And this is a nice picture of the lineup of all of your digestive health supports, right? So we've got black pepper for the CB2 activation, ginger, which is in the Digest Zen, but if you need some extra ginger or you like to take it alone for anti-inflammatory response, gut motility with your peppermint, which is something I use all the time with my clients for gut health. And then the Digest Zen in the soft gels for a more broad spectrum benefit because you have a multitude of oils in there. Or you can just use the regular oil and do it in a shot glass with some water. And as we also mentioned, the fennel earlier for relaxing tissue. And we talked about the benefits, but here's a nice PDF of them all at once for you, supporting your nervous system, your digestive system. You can take it internally. You can use it externally as well, right on the throat, right on the esophagus area, or right on the belly. It's also great if you just want to breathe it in, a drop in the palm for easing your mind. And then we also talked about supplemental intake with the veggie caps. And they say you can even diffuse it for a positive environment. And this one's 36 wholesale. So if you're doing it in your LRP, you can add it in this month. It's now available, 15 ml bottle. Okay, similar and repeat. Great for detox. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Oh, how I love the smell of citronella. I don't know why, but it's kind of like catnip for me. I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited that we have it now in its own form. So you don't have to get those toxic citronella candles that have so many preservatives and other crap in it. You can just use this oil and put your diffuser outside. So obviously a natural pest repellent. It's also very cleansing. So you can use it in your skin products. Or if you were to get, bug bites and they did not feel so good, you could mix it with some fractionated coconut oil and massage it into wherever you got attacked. If you have that sweet skin, you might be in the clear now because there's not as much mosquito action happening as the weather cools, but it's also very uplifting, stress reducing. It's good for calming any anxious feelings. You can add it to your shampoo, which is awesome. I haven't tried that yet. And one of the best things you can use is to clean surfaces. So if you like the smell of citronella, you can get an empty glass spray bottle and fill it with some lemon. You could try some melaleuca, mix some citronella. You can make your own little mix. Citronella is part of the lemongrass family. It's very chemically diverse. So it's another option to use if for whatever reason, maybe you don't gravitate so much to lemongrass. Citronella is another option. And it also, if you were to diffuse it, it helps with supporting a healthy, normal appetite, which basically means minimizing any unwanted cravings you might have. And it modulates GABA, so it can help support a balanced mood. And it's very relaxing. And I just love the smell. So that's your citronella.
I love it too. I've been diffusing it. I was kind of surprised at how much I loved it. It's so sweet and lovely. It's very,
when you get the real thing, it smells good. It's just all those toxic candles that they sell to put out in your backyard. No good.
No buenos there. Okay, so citronella, nice to have that one on hand. Okay, this one is like my new gal pal. I have a car diffuser and I'm just kind of finding reasons to go out to drive and do errands, even if I don't, because I've been diffusing this in the car. And it's so uplifting. It's so sweet. I highly recommend it. And, at this point, it's funny because it's when I smell it, it doesn't smell just like lemon or just like eucalyptus. It kind of smells like something else, and I'm not quite sure what. But researchers, with a little bit of the science first, let's do some of the science. The researchers have been studying what can disrupt the biofilm of candida, and lemon eucalyptus disrupts the biofilm of candida. So anyone who's having issues digestively with bowel function and gas and bloating, candida overgrowth, etc. Candida overgrowth diminishes a healthy gut, as we know, right? So if we're talking about, again, dealing with heavily processed foods, heavy dairy, heavy meat consumption as kids, if we were someone who had to deal with rounds and rounds of antibiotics, this is something we might want to consider and bring in. So the immune system gets suppressed and fungal infections can run rampant, and then we have a lot of skin issues that can trigger on after that. So we say, use lemon eucalyptus. So the primary constituent is citronella, right? So 97% effective against mosquitoes as well. And lasts up to 4 hours due to chemical profile. So you can also use this to diffuse, as I mentioned. It's like all over. And it cleanses the skin, it cleanses the hair. They also say that if you're feeling stressed, or if you're someone who's more drawn to consumption of alcohol and, as I mentioned, processed foods, raging, feeling like there's a lot of havoc in your life, you might want to start bringing this oil in diffuse-wise. You can even use it, maybe you want to make a roller. And you can use it for diffusing in the home to reducing microbes and keeping a healthy, clean environment. All right. Oh, also, I like this suggestion. Making a little spray bottle with some water and spraying it in the loo, in the toilet, in case you have, intestinal releases that are unwanted odors. I love the price of this one too, right? Wholesale is just $12. So since I'm going through it so fast, and I'll probably be stocking up on this one a lot. Okay. So energetically, we want to talk about the emotional benefits always of the oils, right? Because as you know, if you're just getting started with the oils, all the oils have 4 tiers of benefits: physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. So this is an oil that's going to help you with protection and boundaries. Makes a lot of sense with that essential oil of citronella in there as well. And it's bringing energetic strength to the table and providing an energetic environment. So that's really good, especially if you're going to have a lot of people in the room, right? A lot of company. All right, this one made the crowd super happy at convention for the kids, right? The kids collection has a new little addition, and it's called Tamer. And if we're talking about digestive health for the adults, the kids certainly need it too, right? So we just roll it right on the belly for any upset tummies. It's also good for soothing the skin because it has some Japanese peppermint in it, believe it or not. And it's also got spearmint, ginger, black pepper, and parsley. It eases the effects of motion sickness for those long trips in the car with the family. It has a very calming aroma. It's uplifting, and it also improves kids' moods, which of course they're going to need if their belly is upset. And definitely want to use it, keep it on hand if the kids are eating big meals, they go to a party or something like that. And wholesale, it's just $15, and it does come in this great little roller that has the little top for the kids with their knapsack, so they can just add it right into their other kids' collection items.
Oh, Rose. This was only available before in the touch version. unless you were part of a promotion where you got to earn the free rose from, if you're building a business, then you may have enrolled somebody and you got the rose as a gift, which I have gotten a few times. But now you can purchase it. You'll see that big old price tag right there, $275. The reason for that is that producing rose oil is extremely labor intensive. It has a very, very, very low yield, and it takes more than 10,000 freshly picked rose blossoms to produce only one 5 milliliter bottle of rose essential oil. So if you see rose essential oil for like $10 online, it is not rose oil. I can promise you that. It probably is mixed with other things, or it is a adulterated version of rose. So rose has the highest vibrational energy of any plant on the planet. It's why roses have become the symbol of love for Valentine's Day, because it vibrates almost at the same frequency as love. So rose oil is extremely powerful for creating feelings of intimacy and divine love and connection and radiance. It is also very supportive to the immune system. A couple of weeks ago when I was in Scotland for a theater festival that I was performing in, I pushed myself way too hard. I didn't have all my oils with me, and I got sick. So when I got home, we had gone to the convention, and Emily Wright talked about how she had used rose oil with her children when they were sick. And because my ear was still clogged and I was still dealing with some sinus stuff, I started rubbing the rose oil around my ear. And it, within like 24 hours, I had more release in my sinus passages. And within a few days, it was almost completely gone. So I love rose. It's also good for hormonal balancing. So you can rub it over your abdomen for menstrual cramping. Also insanely anti-aging. So I recommend every person starts putting this in their skincare products. You only need a drop. It's very powerful, so you don't need very much. And you know, it's available now in this 5 milliliter option for people who want to be able to diffuse it or make their own blends. In the roller, it makes it a little tricky to use in all those different ways. And when you're putting rose in a blend, you only need 1 drop. It's so strong. So this 5 milliliter bottle will last you quite a bit if you're using it sparingly. And there really is nothing like it. I mean, I've used other rose oils, smelled other rose oils. There's something just very intensely energetic about this particular rose because of the way it's farmed. It's farmed sustainably and socio-economically sustainably. And so, yeah, this stuff is amazing. Anything you would add, Joyce?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the Immortelle roller. There's a reason why they do that. And it's the pure thing. I mean, it's 100% 5 mil. There's no fractionated coconut oil in here at all. So, I mean, like you say, you're just getting the highest vibrational form of this oil, which no other company in the world is doing. Okay. All right. This is big. So there is a lot of studies on turmeric, right? So here's the thing on turmeric. This is something that is never been done before. Inflammation in the body, and there's a normal response to infection and injury that we have. So, there should be a certain amount of inflammation in your body. The problem is that a lot of people suffer from an overabundance of that. So what doTERRA has discovered is that the bioavailability of curcumin in the body is like 6%. A lot of people are taking that herb, but they discovered when they couple it with the oil, the turmeric oil, that there's like 7 times, I think it is, Amanda, 7 times higher absorption rate. So what they have created is this unprecedented dual chamber capsule where you get both. So this is something that you can now use as a dietary supplement, and you can combine it with the essential oil. So it's combining the essential oil and the powder, which increases, as I said, that bioavailability. So we have a much healthier and more powerful response to reducing inflammation in the body. And it helps to reduce the free radical and also reduce oxidative stress. So I'm just going to read you a little bit of the extra notes that we were shared at convention, because I think it's so powerful. So the blend of turmeric powder and essential oils is what we have here in this particular product. And they started doing this research 3 years ago. There were a lot of challenges in the process. So the turmeric plant has been used for thousands of years worldwide. There's more than 100 clinical trials and more than 6,000 scientific publications on this one herb. It's one of the more versatile, well-researched, and widely used products. And turmerones support many functions. Curcuminoid benefits. We have also, as we know, if you're using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, right, and the alpha CRS and the deep blue polyphenols, we have curcumin, right? There's a reason for that. So because this can affect multiple upstream targets, there are a lot of wide stream benefits for using turmeric. If you have acne, if you have chronic head tension, if you have chronic body aches and pains, menstrual cycle issues. I know Amanda, Kim Camuso is a cross-team mentor of ours. She said that her face has never looked so clear in the absence of needing makeup after she started using the dual chamber capsule. So if there's anyone out there who's dealing with a lot of inflammatory responses, complexion-wise, this is something that you might want to try for, I would say, give it a straight 30 days and see what happens. So we're really just working with the most supportive elements of reducing inflammation in the body and enhancing that bioavailability. And supporting brain function, right? And it's very neuroprotective. So we also get to support the heart. I mean, heart disease is one of the most rampant killers. So when we're reducing inflammation in the body, we have a sustained cardiovascular response as well. Now, the bottle contains 60 capsules, and the wholesale on this is 35. So very affordable. If you think about all the highly priced pharmaceuticals out there, look at all of the wonderful cross body benefits that this one product has. So also the science on mental wellness, and we'll go to the next slide in a sec. I just want to mention a couple more things. A lot of neurological response, also response for chemistry behaviors, thoughts, and emotions when we're reducing that inflammation in the body, right? So if anyone's dealing with overwhelm, sadness, that could be a challenge, right? If you're dealing with constant chemical changes in the body that are unpredictable, when we reduce inflammation, the neurotransmitters can find their way to the brain much easier. The psychological changes that you might be experiencing might start to feel much more balanced. And so this is something that you can use for a lot of cross body benefits. Daily use model from Dr. Hill. Okay, so he says, capsules for systemic support, oil for targeted application, daily as necessary. 2 times turmeric capsules in the morning, and then 2 times the copaiba soft gels in the evening. So you're using them 2 different times in the day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. And always use with oil with fractionated. You always use the oil that you're using. If you're going to use just the straight oil, always use that with fractionated coconut oil topically, if that's how you're using it to apply. Okay, because you can.
Just a quick clarification. If you're using like the singular copaiba or turmeric oil internally, don't ingest the fractionated coconut oil. That is only for topical use. The fractionated coconut oil doesn't have any nutritional benefit. If you don't have these capsules yet and you're taking the turmeric or the copaiba oil internally and you want to put it in a veggie cap, just you can put a couple of drops in there on its own, but the FCO is just for topical application. Yeah, it's a good reminder. And you know, sometimes people prefer to use things topically, especially for joint discomfort, and turmeric is one of those. It's not the greatest smelling oil, but it certainly is very helpful in relieving discomfort. And so here is that slide, right? So copaiba would be at the bedtime, and if you're waking up in the morning, you could bring in the turmeric dual chamber capsule, right? And then the fractionated coconut oil, again, for topical use with the straight oils that you see on the right side of the slide. Peppermint soft gels. So obviously you can be using peppermint oil internally. You could put, a couple drops on your tongue to help with stomach upset. But the beauty of this product is that it's enterically coated, which means it won't be broken down by your digestive enzymes. It'll be able to reach the lower parts of your digestive tract where you might be having some upset. So there's targeted relief for gas, bloating, and digestive difficulties. So you want to take 2 capsules at a time. And you can take it with meals, or if you're noticing that you're having upset in between meals, you can take it on an empty stomach. If your stomach is sensitive, though, I recommend taking it with food. And you can always start with 1 capsule at a time if your stomach is sensitive also, if 2 feels like too much. So this product really is a pivot point for doTERRA because they're merging into a clinical space. They've done a lot of research to prove the benefits of peppermint essential oil in this format. So their goal is really at some point to have this, as something that's being recommended by medical practitioners and professionals. So we get it straight from the source now. And I highly recommend trying this if you are experiencing any digestive health issues, especially because if you've been using the peppermint oil and you're not getting the results that you're looking for, this is another way to target the digestive system again, because it goes into the lower parts of your digestive system in the intestines.
I like how they bottled it too. It kind of looks like those, like, not the Tums like bottles, but I mean, it kind of looks like something that, you know what I'm saying. Smart packaging. And yeah, because they are going into, bridging the gap in the healthcare world between Eastern and Western meds, this is brilliant. Ha ha.
I am probably the most excited about this. So this is the adaptive toolkit. And essentially, they've created the adaptive blend in 3 formats. So you can use it for all different applications, all different ways of applying it to your body. So there's an internal use with the adaptive capsules. There's topical use with the roll-on. And there's aromatic use with the oil that you can diffuse. And this is designed to help with stress. It also helps it helps to empower and encourage people when they're adapting to new environments. So this is great for kids in their, I would say, from 10 and above. They've done clinical studies on children as young as 12. So they've done clinical trials on these products, and they were administered during very hard math tests. The study was performed on children across the country, and there was a double-blind study, and they found that when the kids who used the adaptive during their math tests, they scored better. They had lower perceived stress levels. They had increased feelings of calmness, more control, more productivity. And so there were dramatic initial effects and then sustained long-term effects. So they've been finding in these clinical trials that the benefits of adaptive were found, to start kicking in between a few days to a week. And they continued to have an effect as time went on. And so there've been a lot of testimonials that we posted in the group about people using on their children who suffer from focus issues. And, I wouldn't recommend taking children off medication without talking to a doctor, but the adaptive protocol can be very supportive while you're working on, fortifying their systems in a deeper way. And, and if weaning them off of medication is something that you want to work on, you obviously want to work with a doctor, but this is something that you can incorporate to support their bodies. So the botanicals that are in this blend have been clinically studied individually, and then the product itself has been clinically studied. So, it's obviously an aromatic. It's a blend that is specifically focused on our emotional health, and emotions really are results of conscious and non-conscious thoughts. So what we are thinking affects our emotions. And especially with kids who are in their early teens, it's a tough time. A lot of hormonal changes. Thoughts and feelings can get a little overwhelming. And so when this blend is taken as the trio regularly over time, there can be a lot of improvement in that, emotional imbalance. But the key is to use the trio and to use it consistently. So I'm going to move to the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can see here how just chemically within the body, how it works. The olfactory bulb is connected to the olfactory cortex, which affects the thalamus and the amygdala. And the amygdala is the part of the brain that is going to dictate emotional health. So you can see here the hypothalamus is connected to the brain stem, the spinal cord, pituitary system, endocrine system. So the endocrine system is the system that's managing hormones too. So it's all connected. So if you're working on the emotional health, you're going to be influencing hormonal health, which, as we said, hormonal health can often be the result of the emotional imbalance. So the systems are working together when you're using this toolkit.
And I just want to say, we've been seeing so many amazing positive testimonials. I mean, just really exciting, actually. This blend does have fractionated coconut oil in it on the roller. So, I don't know, you might have to check in with doTERRA on it, but I would imagine you could dilute for young ones, just like making them a child's roller. Like, these are very diluted. If you've got, children that are dealing with a lot of behavioral issues and you're needing to calm them down, you could probably just dilute this and use it on the soles of their feet, right? Safely. Next slide.
So you can see here that this just gives you a snapshot of the pricing. You can buy this as a kit, which makes the most sense financially because you do get a discount when you buy it all together. And like I said, you'd want to diffuse it throughout the day, especially during moments of stress. So if kids are studying they're studying at home, or if they're preparing for a test. I mean, what's great about the roller is they can just put in their backpack and use it right before a test. I would suggest taking the adaptive in the morning. I find it to be very energizing. So later in the day, it's like too much information for my body, but in the morning, it's so uplifting. My mom and I were at the doTERRA convention, and we each took one while we were sitting and watching one of the presentations. And like 45 minutes later, both of us looked at each other and we were like, I feel great. How do you feel? And my mom was like, I feel amazing. And so she's been taking it consistently since then. And she's like, I wake up in the morning, energized, excited to start my day. It's crazy. Like, she's always been a morning person, but now it's like she's a very sprightly morning person. So it does have a neurological biochemical effect on the body. And again, it's supported with clinical trials. And it's best paired with the supplements. I know doTERRA is obviously an essential oil company, but the supplements have been key in supporting my mental health. I was in a very extreme state of panic and anxiety 5 years ago before I started using doTERRA. I almost hospitalized myself because of it. I couldn't sleep. I had insomnia. It was rough. And I was a pretty healthy person. I was a health coach for 10 years. I, ate organic foods, and I had tried, Bach flower remedies and all sorts of natural things. And it was really the combination of oils and the supplementation that helped. So, oils can help fortify the body on a cellular level, but the supplements provide the micronutrients and macronutrients that are necessary, that is missing from our food. So a lot of times we're having hormonal and emotional imbalances because we're not getting the nutrition that we need. And unless you live on a farm that has never been farmed, has not over farmed and is organic and is not being used, pesticides are not being used on it, and the fruits and the herbs are being harvested at exactly the right time, it is impossible to get all the nutrients that you need from your food. So if you live on that farm, let me know. I might come join you. So if you're going to supplement, you want to make sure you're getting supplements that are bioavailable. And because doTERRA includes essential oils in the omegas, it helps to allow the rest of the micronutrients and macronutrients to become bioavailable in the cells. It helps to push the nutrition into the cells because the oils are lipophilic, meaning they can penetrate through the cell membrane, which is fat-based. So I highly recommend taking the Adaptive in the morning and then the Serenity at night, and then taking your supplementation with breakfast or breakfast and lunch. You can split up the dosage because it is kind of a lot of pills to take, but you either take pills now or you take pills you don't want to take later. So I would rather take the whole food based pills now. And so that is a daily protocol that I recommend.
Yeah. I like how Dr. Hill says that. He says you could take these pills or you could take those. You choose.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we kind of.
Yeah. I think we wrapped it.
Yeah. The emotional benefits. We kind of reviewed already.
Yeah. We talked about that. And for confidence too. And that's why I really recommend Adaptive for kids, because, you know, high school's rough. Middle school's rough. But even for grown-ups, if you're in a high stress corporate environment, if you had any trouble with focus, and attention, this can be highly supportive. And again, consistency is key.
Yeah, absolutely. Consistency and self-responsibility. Okay, all the ladies and the gentlemen and everyone else in the house who loves the idea of beautifying and aging in reverse like I do. So this Mama Jamma bottle, oh my God. First of all, I love the fact that they've thought of everything always. This cute little cap, in case you want to travel with it, is a protective cap so it won't spill all over the place. So the Yarrow Palm Body Renewal Serum. Holy cannoli bars. It's beautiful. Again, with a very high quality product, you need a tiny drop. And I will just take that one little squirt and that will go over both arms. And it gives it this gorgeous sheen, soft skin, and that's all you need. And so it's going to stimulate collagen growth. It's going to be really wonderful for keeping the skin super firm, very youthful looking, that glow. And it also enhances moisture to the skin. I'm here in the darn desert, okay? I need some moisture all the time. And it smells so yummy. They've got so many amazing oils in here. I mean, pomegranate seed oil, sunflower seed oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, punica they have in here, punica oil, and argan. They also have yuzu and yarrow, of course, the yarrow palm, Roman chamomile makes it smell super yummy, a little peppermint, and a little kanaga. So it's very emollient. So they recommend using it on the neck down, not on the face. We have the yarrow palm in the other bottle, which we can use. I add a little drop of that to my moisturizer actually for my face. And so this is one of those amazing blends that really helps to prevent any signs of premature aging on the skin because it's enhancing that collagen response. You can combine it with the Cellular Beauty Complex for even more benefits. It's this incredible little container with these capsules that will get you the internal usage. Okay. So lots of yarrow palm flying all over the place. This wholesale is for $65. It's a little bit, seemingly a little bit more on the higher investment, but it is a huge bottle. I mean, it's almost 4 ounce bottle. This will last forever because again, you use just one tiny drop. So we got some stuff in here. We can tell you about the science. Always fun to talk about the science. My favorite word in the world now is chamazoline. Sounds like if I was going to name my dog, chamois. Free radical scavenger activity, powerful antioxidants we also talked about, right? And promoting activity and mobility, right? That's also supporting that healthy skin response. B-pinene affects the monoaminergic, had to practice saying that, system of the brain to improve cognitive function and reducing sad feelings. So you actually get an emotional response when you're working with this. How beautiful. And B-carafilene, which is going to promote that healthy metabolic support as well, activating the endocannabinoid system and supporting a healthy inflammatory response. We can all always use those things. And this is the Cellular Beauty Complex. This wholesales for $49. You can add it again this month to your LRP. This will help with improving the firmness of your skin, reducing skin imperfections. It's going to help with that luminous glow and brightening your complexion, providing very powerful antioxidant support from the inside out and promoting cellular health and also supporting you with that metabolic function. So yes, healthier food cravings are on the way. And clinically studied extracts and a powerful blend of the certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils provide a very powerful antioxidant support for healthy, luminous skin and that kind of, radiant glow we all want to have naturally without putting those awful bronzers that are super toxic on our skin. Please don't do that. A lot of those have carcinogens in them. So you can take it daily and it will definitely start to support you with reversing the oxidative stress in the system and supporting a reduction in the free radical, which means that your cells can now regenerate faster in the absence of any interruption.
I just want to mention that those two products are not available individually until January, but if you want them now, you can get them in the convention kit, which we're going to show you in a second. So if you're eager to get your hands on these, you'll get them at a huge discount in the convention kit. Otherwise, you can wait until January and treat yourself in 2020. Yeah.
I forgot that they weren't available till January, but it's a good way to start the new year. Okay. We don't need to necessarily go through. All right. Should we talk about the specials for October? Holla! Some amazing specials. I mean, this month is kind of off the charts. So if you're doing the LRP this month and you do the 125, you get Clementine. We don't even have Clementine. We haven't have Clementine regularly, right? One of the what do you call limited time offer oils, right? So it's another wonderful way to enhance your citrus collection. And I'm a huge Roman chamomile fan. So you can get 20% off of your Roman Cami this month as well. We always have a discounted option every month with LRP. And Amanda, do you want to talk about the Sweet Relief promo? Oh my God.
Yes, I totally got this. So with a 200 PV order, you can get 3 free products in addition to your free Clementine. So there's the Copaiba soft gels and the Copaiba 15 milliliter bottle of oil. So if you are wanting to incorporate that anti-inflammation protocol and the neurological system support protocol into your daily routine, then you'll get the soft gels and the oil for free, and you can add it to your turmeric. And then you get a 5 ml yellow mandarin. So who doesn't love citrus? And, if you get bored of lemon and lime in your water, then you can throw in some Clementine and yellow mandarin and spice it up a bit.
Yeah, amazing.
So you can place up to 4 separate 200 PV orders. So if you are, doing a whole big order this month, maybe you're getting 2 convention kits, you would want to place them in 2 separate orders, and you can get this promo up to 4 times, which means you can get 12 free products. You can only get the product of the month once. Yeah, you can only get the product of the month once on your account, but you can get the soft gels, the Copaiba oil, and the mandarin up to 4 times, but must be separate 200 PV orders. And if you want to flip the page, Joyce, we'll show you the convention kit. And that's available with all of the new products. The cost is $255, and you'll get everything, including the yarrow palm, and it's worth 200 PV. So you will get all the bonuses with it. And if you are on the loyalty rewards program, you'll get the free Clementine, and you'll also get a percentage back on your order that will be deposited into your account in the form of rewards points. I've realized recently a lot of people don't know they're earning rewards, and they don't know how to redeem their rewards. So if you want to know if you have rewards and if you want to know how to redeem them for free stuff, please reach out to one of us so we can walk you through the process. I don't want you to miss out on all these points because I just redeemed $140 worth of points yesterday or Monday. Or whatever day the first was, Tuesday. And you might have that many points or more. I had somebody who had like 330 points, which is $330 in their account, and they had no idea. And I feel bad about that. So we're trying to educate someone
I messaged someone
how to get your bonuses. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, Christmas shopping early.
Yeah. So yeah, this kit is only available. I believe it's only available for October. So if you want it, I would say get it before it sells out.
Yeah.
Because the yarrow palm is unlimited supply, and this stuff is incredible. So
yeah. So if you don't want to wait till January when the yarrow palm starts becoming available alone, you can get it in the kit right now.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We wrapped up in just under an hour. It's kind of exciting to be ahead of schedule. So thank you for joining us and learning a little bit more or a lot more. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. The doTERRA website is growing and expanding by the day. There is so much education on there. So you can always look up the individual products right online. And then if you have additional questions for us, do not hesitate. We are absolutely here to support you. It is one of the most rewarding things we get to do, which is support you in your journey, and don't be shy. Anything else from you, Amanda, before we sign out?
No, again, questions, let us know. We'll be posting more as new clinical studies and trials come out. We'll post more about that so you can feel educated, because if you're a science nerd like me, you want to know all about shemazoline and alpha-pinene and whatever all the other needs.
Be careful.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun. Thanks for joining me and supporting, as always. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Have a great rest of your day or night, no matter where you're from. Oh, let me just quickly say, we do have a lot of people from around the globe. So sometimes the monthly specials are different in different countries. So I think the special we showed is for US and Canada maybe. But check when you go online, log in, you'll get to see what your monthly specials are. They might be a little bit different in terms of the Copaiba offer that we shared here. Okay? See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.